शेरों हमें हम सताए हुए हैं, बहुत जख्म सीने पे खाए हुए हैं। सितमगर हो तुम खूब पहचानते हैं, तुम्हारी अदाओं को हम जानते हैं। दगाबाज हो तुम, सितम ढाने वाले, फरेबे मोहब्बत में उलझाने वाले। ये रंगी कहानी तुम्ही को मुबारक, तुम्हारी जवानी तुम्ही को मुबारक। हमारी तरफ से निगाहें हटा लो, हमें जिंदा रहने दो ऐ हुस्न वालों। काली काली जुल्फों के फंदे न डालो, हमें जिंदा रहने दो ऐ हुस्न वालों।
When people think about pandas, they think about these fluffy, cute bears. But beneath the surface, there is a dark side to the panda program. China has lent dozens of pandas to countries around the world. So you have pandas recently arrived in San Diego, pandas coming to the National Zoo, pandas coming to the San Francisco Zoo, and the zoos pay around $1 million a year to host pairs of pandas. Everything is structured around making a baby. Pandas are fertile for a very brief window. And so zoos around the world and breeding centers in China do everything they can to make a panda baby. And very often they turn to artificial insemination using techniques experts are very concerned about. To collect the sperm from the male, scientists at foreign zoos and captive breeding centers in China, they anesthetize him and use a technique called electroejaculation, which means inserting an electric probe into the rectum to make the male ejaculate. The female is also knocked out and then inseminated. Because the window in which she's fertile is so short, the zoos and breeding centers will often inseminate her multiple times. And the medicine used in many cases, ketamine, carries risks. It's clear from records that I obtained that pandas vomited or had other adverse reactions while under anesthesia. There was one panda that died from electroejaculation in Japan in 2010. This is part of a much larger investigation that's based on thousands of pages of documents and on dozens of interviews with people who are or were quite close to the panda program. It's been touted as one of the big success stories in conservation. US and Chinese scientists working together to increase the number of pandas released into the wild. But what we found is that they have succeeded primarily at making more pandas for zoos. Panda babies are incredibly lucrative. They are lucrative for the Chinese breeding centers, which actually get bonuses every time a panda baby is born. They are lucrative for zoos. Having a cub in particular brings them a ton of visitors. It puts them on the map. The idea is to raise money for preserving pandas' habitat and help restore their numbers in the wild. They have not achieved that aim. A lot of the pandas that have grown up in zoos, they just simply don't have those skills. What shocked me as I was reporting this story was that US scientists working in China knew that things were bad. They knew that pandas were getting injured from these breeding techniques. You know, they knew that the money may not reach its intended source, pandas in the wild, but they went ahead anyway.
Babe. Oh. My life. Will you marry me? दिख रहा है? Will you marry me?
Yes, हाँ ना, obviously यार रुका हो रहा हमारा यार.
दिखाओ मुझे.